Hello, everyone. My name is Nicole Pringle, and I'm the president of Gullah Business of Charleston. And we have an exciting feature here today. We have Miss Amber here. She
Hello.
is the CEO of Fuel Flo. And this, I'm so excited about this business because if you're like me, and I don't like pumping gas, okay? I can't stand it. And sometimes I let the gas, go down low and you need gas in your car. And
Yeah.
you don't want to be like me because you don't want to be stuck. Well, she has a service here that will come to your house and fill up your car for you so you don't have to be stuck anywhere because you don't want to be like me and wait to the last minute.
Right, right.
So we have her here today to tell us all about her business, Fuel Flow. Miss Amber Murray, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to speak with you all and hopefully introduce more people to my business.
So just if you could tell us how you guys started. I mean, for me, I'm like, this is awesome because everybody has subscriptions to everything else,
Right.
but to have subscriptions for gas is very important because if you're like me, I wait till the last minute and I don't like pumping gas. So how did this start for you?
So a lot of people think like it's this crazy story, and I thought about it long and hard, but really it's because I hate going to the gas station. So, and I actually ran out of gas on 85 in Atlanta. So this is when I was living in Atlanta, and I was like, for the first time in my life, that's when I ran out of gas. It's on a busy interstate in a major city. So I was like, if I hate going to the gas station this much, then someone else has to hate it too. So I sat there and I just started letting the wheels turn, and I text my friends and I was like, what if I told y'all I deliver gas? I don't even know if that was during the time, the time that I thought about it, if like those subscription services like your DoorDash and things like that were big. I don't even know if those were big at that time, but I do know that that's what I thought about. And here we have Fuel Flow a couple of years later after that situation, just because, it's a need for, I think, especially women. It's a need for women to provide a safety aspect and things like that as well.
So you started when? When did you start it? What year?
So we started in 2021. However, that situation, the wheels started turning in 2019. So it took a while to get everything set in place because and figure out how to move it around and make things work. But finally, we actually opened our doors in 2021, August of 2021.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's amazing. A lot of people started their business during the pandemic or like right when it was happening. I'm like, did you face any challenges with doing that?
Um, I think from the lender aspect, they were a little concerned because of the actual pandemic and things, everything was so unknown, how the market was going to be, but people still needed gas. So, thankfully, this was something that was still a need during that time, even though a lot of people weren't traveling, but a lot of people still were traveling. So, you had certain places you had to be. So the pandemic didn't really harm, um, the process of starting up. I will say it might have like interfered with a little bit of the celebrations of starting up. Like maybe more people would have been around, and then for grand openings and things like that. But other than that, we didn't really see any issues with the pandemic starting up.
I love to know like because I see the truck in the back.
Mhm.
Like, how did you even get started with that? Like the logo, everything. How did you come up with anything like that?
So my friend, he does logos, he does marketing, and the name, I came up with three names. I don't even remember what the other two were, but I just kind of came up with three names, and I asked my parents which one, they thought was the best. And then I had my friend create the logo, and it's so detailed. I don't know if you can see that, you can see the station inside of the O. So I thought that was really cool because it includes the name and then you get an idea of what it actually is. So he actually created my logo, which is what is on the truck and then pretty much on the shirt, pretty much everywhere. So it's it's hard not to understand or see and know us. I have people that say, I saw that black truck, I saw that truck, I know that truck. And that's another thing too, that as a small business is good to hear because I know my branding is working because people are familiar with the brand, the colors, and making sure we stick with that and getting that out to everyone.
I said that truck is clean. So when you get a service, it's important that The truck comes, is nicely and clean. And I'm like, that's what I noticed right away. I'm like, so you want to do that. So when we talk about um, pricing and planning, somebody that would want to, get this service, like what prices do you have and plans do you have?
So we offer two options. The first option is our monthly subscription, which is $60 a month, but that covers up to 3 vehicles, the delivery fee for 3 vehicles from the same household. So when you think about it, it's like $5 a car, and it'll be based on wherever they are. So we go to certain places on certain days. So wherever they are on those days, we'll take care of filling up your vehicles for that week, um, every week in a month. And then that is for people who travel a lot. They, commute, especially being from the area where we are. Most people commute a lot. It's not really much happening in the country parts. So a lot of people commute to Charleston, Somerville, and things like that. And then also too, we service Orangeburg County and Colleton County. So a lot of people commute. So that is more so for people who drive a lot. And then we also have the weekly subscription. This is for people who don't drive that much. A lot of seniors get this option because they're not locked into something. So it's $17, and that's just per delivery. And they can fill up however many cars they have, the husband and the wife. I have a senior couple that, they make me laugh every time I talk to them, because he doesn't drive a lot, but she does, and she travels with her sisters and things like that. So we take care of filling up both of their cars, even if he doesn't drive as much as she does. And again, that is $17, and it's just whenever you need it done. But I'm going to add that doesn't include the price of the fuel. So the fueling, so we have to pay for convenience. You know what I mean? All these delivery services that offer, you have to pay for the convenience of them bringing it to you. So the fuel is billed at cost. So whatever I have to pay for the fuel is what I bill the customer at. So there are no additional fees or anything in there. Everything is upfront. You know the pricing, and then we do try to let you know ahead of time what the pricing of the fuel is. But I found that most of my customers, they don't even really care how much the fuel is, because they know and they trust that I'm charging them what I, am paying for it, and I'm not overcharging them anything other than, I don't even know if they probably at this point don't even look at the gas station prices when they ride by, because they have some of them. A lot of my customers have been with me since I've opened, so they haven't seen a gas station in 2 to 3 years. So
Wow.
yeah, so I I love that. I was just telling someone the other day, when I see that sign up come through or order confirmation come through, I'm smiling from ear to ear. So a lot of people don't know, when you support a small business, like, you really are supporting them on a personal level. And I see all of that, and it just makes me smile that we're providing a need for someone.
That's awesome. So you were saying, I was thinking about that too when I was thinking about your business. I'm like, this has to be very, very convenient for seniors,
Yeah.
because I mean, even me, I don't want to get out and pump my gas. So even when I lived in New York, I used to ride around and see, just to see who's pumped, like, will pump the gas for me, because I just didn't want to get out. I was
Right.
just super lazy, and I'm still like that. But for seniors, it's easy for them, so they don't have to worry about that one too. And for anybody else that will want the service. Can you share like a success story of your business that you were so super proud of? You're like, wow.
I would say this whole entire business is a success story, because being a woman in this industry, and not only a woman, but a Black woman in this industry, you know, the transportation and logistics, if you want to put it in that category. And then this is something that has never been done before, especially in our area, by someone that looks like me. So just starting again, having someone create my logo, having to speak with people that build the trucks, um, and just building it from the ground up, like, and knowing every single aspect of it, and actually getting it to open. Because if I could tell you the story of how many denials I got from banks that were not interested in this because of the type of business, no one really understood it, you know what I mean? But no one understood Uber when they first came out, these large businesses, or Amazon and things like that. So that for me is a major success in, starting it, getting the groundwork, doing all the paperwork behind it, and then putting it in motion and getting it started and servicing customers, and to see their smiles on their faces. Our service is a no contact delivery. However, like you don't have to come out and speak with us. We just drop the gas and go. However, I found that most of the customers like to come out and talk to you, which I mean, sometimes they're like, okay, I gotta go. I'm on a route, I'm on a time crunch, but I really think that that's a good thing that, you know, they like seeing us, they like coming out because that means they really do enjoy the service. So that
Wow,
to me is a great success in itself.
that really is. So that was the question I had, and you kind of answered it. How many companies are doing what you're doing? Are you the only one in this area, or do you know many people that are doing what you're doing?
I don't know many people. So, you know, a lot of people ask me, I don't know, even the people when I was in talks with the manufacturer of the truck, he said he doesn't know anybody. They sell to pretty much everyone in the US because they are the only type of dealer for these trucks, these fueling trucks. And he said, I don't know anyone that is doing what you're doing on this level. So, you know, when I'm explaining to him what I want, how I want it, he's like, this is really cool because no one even heard of this before. So, you know, I believe that I'm the only one in the area. The only competition I really have is your gas stations, but that's something that's already been done, you know, on every corner, especially in Charleston. They're building gas stations up like crazy. However, no
Mhm.
one else is doing what I'm doing as far as I'm bringing it to you. So whether you're at home, whether you're at work, we take care of your fueling needs. And actually, I remind you that you need gas. So, and that's something that a lot of people like because it's not like, oh, I forgot to get gas yesterday. Let me tell them, you know, that I need to for them to come fill me up. It's me telling you the day before, hey, you need gas. And you're like, oh, yeah, I do need gas. Like, yeah, come fill me up. So, you know, I don't know anyone else. I don't know anyone else. I do get a lot of people reaching out to me that want to do it and they want to learn how to do it and things like that. But I'm like, you know, I'm in a learning process. I'm figuring it out as I go too. So I can't really offer you too much advice, but you know, if I can help you, I will.
Oh, that's awesome. So right now you're servicing the Charleston area, or are you servicing other places? What areas do you serve?
So we service Charleston, Dorchester, Berkeley, Orangeburg, and Colleton counties.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Oh,
So, and yeah,
that's
and like
broad.
as I mentioned earlier, each day we service certain areas on certain days. So, you know, that allows us to be able to hit all of those different areas.
Okay, so you don't be just jammed all at once day, you gotta go everywhere.
No,
Okay,
yeah,
because
no.
commuting
That
around
way,
here,
huh?
yeah, commuting around here can get tricky. Like the roads are not built for this many people yet, you
Right. I
know?
don't understand what's happening down there. You know, I was telling someone when I got on the interstate on 26, I almost forgot where I was because I didn't see any trees. And you know, for you never realize how much trees are landmarks, but I'm like, I have no clue where I am right now, but everything is changing. So yeah, commuting is a little crazy down there. And then especially with so much traffic, when you're in traffic and that gas light comes on, then you're looking around. You know, that's a bad situation to be in. So definitely Fuel Flow can help you with that.
That is crazy. So do you like, okay, like let's say that situation happened, can you just do like an emergency, like I need gas? No, you can't
No.
do that.
So for safety reasons, because again, this is a family oriented, family operated business. My parents kind of helped me out with it too if I'm not doing it. I don't do emergency fueling situations because we need to kind of have a build a rapport and have that information on file, know who you are, know that this card is going, you know what I mean? Like, so
Mhm.
we don't do emergency fueling situations. It's all customer subscription based and things like that.
So what is the core mission of Fuel Flo?
So my core mission is to innovate the way fueling happens. You know, there's talk of electric cars and things like that coming, but we know that's going to be a long, long time before that happens because they're still building gas stations. So if that was an issue, then we wouldn't have that happening. But our core mission is to provide an innovative, new, safe way for fueling that provides convenience. And I will add a luxury aspect into your life.
I would say that too, because I was
Yeah.
looking at the video. I'm like, even the video, the marketing is great. I'm like, yeah, I want to get some gas. It makes you want to purchase. It really
Right.
does.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it's a really nice truck too. You know, like I can see this, like you're ordering, right? If you want to be fancy, you're ordering, you sign up for the subscription, you sign up, and then the truck pulls up, and then your neighbors see what's going on, and everybody's looking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's funny that you say that. My mom was just telling me they were delivering to one of our clients in Goose Creek, and she was like, the neighbors were staring the entire time, like, what are they doing over there? What are they doing over there? And we recently got some new some signage on the back of the truck that kind of says, our phone number and what we do. So everybody's like, what are they doing? It intrigues people and they want to know more. So yeah, the neighbors definitely are watching what you do.
Going forward, where do you see your company going?
So going forward, I definitely see us increasing our fleet. So adding more trucks, servicing larger corporations. Because right now we offer regular and premium gasoline. And I cannot tell you how many times people are contacting me for diesel, 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 diesel. But I like the smaller scale as far as the customer type we're servicing and the drops that we have to deliver. Because when you get into those big trucks, that takes a lot more time to deliver that type of fuel. Whereas us, it doesn't take that long. You at a stop for maybe 10 minutes at the most. And I also want to expand. I have my friends, they'll send me pictures, be like, hey, I'm at a gas station. You should really be in the state right now, so I don't have to keep doing this. And like, again, I live in Charlotte, so I wanted to move here next, expand here next, and then expand maybe to more Southeast regions. And then again, in the future, like I mentioned, some people have been asking me how to do this project, maybe offering franchising opportunities to people in, states across the country.
And this is our elevator pitch question, which my cousin created. I love it though. What three words would you use to describe Fuel Flo and why?
I would use the three words that I would use is safe, convenience, and innovative. And safe, I don't like to scare people. I don't want to use the scare tactic as far as, why they should sign up for our business. But a lot of issues, robberies, assaults happen at gas stations, especially on women. And you have some women who work at night. And so when they get off and they, like you mentioned earlier, you forgot to get gas and now you're like, oh man, I'm stuck. And sometimes you can't make it home, so you have to go to these gas stations. So our safety aspect provides a net for women, even other, people, not just women, but mostly, obviously I'm a woman, so I want to focus on women, but providing that safety net that, they don't have to do that anymore and go by themselves and risk the chance of being bothered by someone that they don't want to be bothered by. Convenience, because that is the word for everyone nowadays. We have groceries delivered, we have alcohol delivered, which I didn't even know that you could do that. We have, just random anything's being delivered to you nowadays. Why not add something that you have to stop and get at all times to that same delivery, I guess, function that we have? And innovative, because no one else is doing it. This is a new type of business. This is something that's changing the way that you fuel, and it's no contact. So you don't have to come out and talk to me and stop what you're doing in your day, whereas if you needed to stop and get gas, oh dang, I'm running late from work. I dropped this coffee on my shirt earlier. That caused me to get out of the house later than I have. I got a meeting. I can't do all that stopping. So, we take all of that out for you. Because again, if you're at work, we can pump your gas while you're at work. We pump your gas while you're at home. Wherever you are, we handle your fueling needs. So those are my three words to describe Fuel Flo, and it's the best thing ever, and you should definitely try it.
How can people contact you?
So we are on all social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You should check out my TikTok. Some of them are funny. And then, of course, our website is www.fuelflowsc.com, and that's flow without a W. And then we can also be reached by phone at 843-437-3120. And you can feel free to text. I know some people don't like to talk on the phone, but you can also text or call us at that number. Or email, I'll add in the email aspect too, is info@fuelflowsc.com.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Amber, for coming on. We really appreciate it. I mean, I'm learning something new. I'm like, you can get your gas to come right to your house. You don't
Yes,
have to wait
yes.
last minute like me.
No more waiting last minute. I promise you. And I want to add too to kind of let people know about how we work. Is no contract. So you can stop whenever you want to. But like I said, most of my customers have been with me for the last 3 years. So you can try it out, but I promise once you try it out, you be like, oh my goodness, this is the best thing ever. And you probably will never ever quit.
Wow, I'm telling you. So if you're like me, you don't like to pump gas. You wait to the last minute.
We have you. We can help you.
You have options. So I just want to thank you again for coming on. And everybody that's watching, please follow her. If you're in the surrounding areas, try it out. I mean, sounds great. It's convenient. And
Yeah.
everybody that's watching, please like, share, and subscribe to this video.
Ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.